Welcome forward with Jesus' Course in Miracles, Chapter 1, Page 8. Distortions of Miracle Impulses. You are involved in unconscious distortions which are producing a dense cover over miracle impulses and which make it hard for them to reach consciousness. The nature of any interpersonal relationship is limited or defined by what you want to do. Relating is a way of achieving an outcome. The danger of defenses lies in the propensity for holding misperceptions rigidly in place. All actions which stem from reverse thinking are literally the behavioral expressions of those who know not what they do. A rigid orientation can be extremely reliable, even if it is upside down. In fact, the more consistently upside down it is, the more reliable it is. However, validity is still the ultimate goal, which reliably can only serve. Hostility, triumph, vengeance, self-debasement, and all kinds of expression of lack of love are often very clearly seen in the fantasies which accompany them. But it is a profound error to imagine that because these fantasies are so frequent or occur so reliably, that this implies validity. Remember that while validity implies reliability, the relationship is not reversible. You can be wholly reliable and entirely wrong. While a reliable instrument does measure something, what use is it unless you discover what the something is? This course, will concentrate on validity and let reliability fall naturally into place. The confusion of miracle impulses with physical impulses is a major source of perpetual distortion because it induces, rather than straightens out, the basic level confusion which underlies the perception of all those who seek happiness with the instruments of this world. Inappropriate physical impulses, or misdirected miracle impulses, result in conscious guilt if expressed and depressed if denied. All real pleasures come from doing God's will. This is because not doing it is a denial of self. Denial of error results in projection. Correction of error brings release. Lead us not into temptation means do not let us deceive ourselves into believing that we can relate in peace to God or to our brothers with anything external. Child of God, you were created to create the good, the beautiful, and the holy. Do not lose sight of this. The love of God, for a little while, must still be expressed through one body to another because the real vision is still so dim. Everyone can use his body best by enlarging man's perception so he can see the real vision. This vision is invisible to the physical eye. The ultimate purpose of the body is to render itself unnecessary. Learning to do this is the only real vision for its creation. Fantasies of any kind are distorted forms of thinking because they always involve twisting perceptions into unreality. Fantasy is a debased form of vision. Vision and revelation are closely related, while fantasy and projection are more closely associated because both attempt to control the external reality according to false internal needs. Twist reality in any way, and you are perceiving destructively. Reality was lost through usurpation, which in turn produced tyranny. I told you that you are now restored to your former role in the plan of atonement. but you must still choose freely to devote yourself to the greater restoration. As long as a single slave remains to walk the earth, your release is not complete. Complete restoration of sonship is the only true goal of the miracle-minded. No fantasies are true. They are distortions of perception, by definition. They are a means of making false associations, obtaining pleasure from them. Man can do this only because he is creative. But although he can perceive false association or associations, he can never make them real except to himself. Man believes in what he creates. If he creates miracles, he will be equally strong in his belief in them. The strength of his conviction will then sustain the belief of the miracle receiver, and fantasies become totally unnecessary as the wholly satisfying nature of reality becoming both or apparent to both. Thus ends page 8.